Good afternoon. Saturday, April 1st, 2017. I bring you to the Bakersfield's version of SeaWorld. Today we're going to talk about inquiry learning. There are four types of inquiry learning: guided, structured, confirmation, and open. In guided, the teacher provides only the research question for the students. They look through the research and work through the problems. Structured, the teacher provides the initial question and an outline of the procedures. Confirmation, the teacher provides the initial question only, and then open, students formulate their own research question. Today we're going to talk about a guided inquiry. The teacher starts with an overall guiding question, and then the students come up with additional problems and they work through, or additional questions, and then they work through that problem. The teacher knows what the outcome is beforehand. He or she simply wants to guide the students through the questions and work through the problem. The students also have a good idea of what the inquiry will be. Next, you're going to have to ask the students to come up with, you're going to provide them a larger umbrella type question. This is going to require them to come up with deeper questions. So in this example, we're going to talk about the life that grows at the bottom of the reef, or the seaweed, or whatever attaches to the bottom of the ocean, and how they're going to deal with that. So it may require the students to get in there, touch, feel, look at everything, and play around with the water. In this case, we have octopi and we have a fish, and they can touch each of that. The question is maybe how does the seaweed, or how do these things attach to the bottom of the ocean floor? They're going to have to start looking at those questions and problems. As you can see from our seaweed that's attached currently, it's simply floating on the bottom but is not really attached. As you work through this with the students, they're going to need to know about those questions. So maybe their questions become, how does it attach? What is it attached to? So in this case, it's simply attached to the bottom of the pool through a root system that attaches to the rocks. If you were in the real sea life, the rocks and everything. They're going to start wondering about what it is. They might start coming up with their own questions after you ask them that deeper question. They may have a who, what, when, where, how, and why type questions of how does it attach? Why does it attach to the ocean floor? And what will cause it to come unattached? So as you work through this with them, you're going to maybe have them come up with a problem that they're going to have to determine and do some research about. Why is it attached to the floor, and how does it come unattached? As they come up with each one of these questions, they're going to have to work through whatever that problem is associated with that question. Remember, the student's in the driver's seat, so the student's going to be asking about the questions of how it attaches to the floor, why it attaches to the floor. Students love it when they figure out a question that the teacher doesn't know the answer to. Give them an example of a problem before you start out. You don't want to simply throw them in the deep end of the pool, no pun intended, about what to do and how this works. So give them an example, work through some questions with them. Again, if the students are coming up with their own questions, you've reached a whole new level. But guide them, direct them, help them work through it. The larger, deeper question that you ask them about how it attaches to the bottom of the ocean floor, there may be multiple answers. There may be a wrong answer, there may be a right answer, there may be an answer of any kind. Remember, guide your students as they work through this problem. That's it from SeaWorld's Bakersfield version today. Hope everybody has a good day and a good weekend. Thank you.